Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew and let's get to the show.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I don't have it. I do. My dog's freaking out, you see. Welcome to the Daily Grind, and welcome to December. Spoiler alert, there will be a Christmas song at the beginning of every episode in the month of December because that's easy for me, and there's plenty to choose from. Welcome to, my dog is freaking out. Welcome to the Daily Grind. We are presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. I am your host, Luke Hatmaker, wishing you all the bestest. I hope you had the bestest of holidays. I'm thankful for so much, but I'm thankful for the mostest to be spending my Monday with Rusty. How are you, brother?
Absolutely, man. I am grateful to be here. No place I'd rather be to start off this Monday and get my shit off about Zach Edey here in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, Maggie and I did have a great holiday. It's a great Thanksgiving with her family, with mine, and then a whole bunch of relaxing downtime, fun stuff around the house. But we did get the itch for another vacation. You know, we just got back from vacation not long ago. Got an itch for another one. So I was doing some research, and did you know that pies in Jamaica go for about $5? And then pies in the Bahamas go for about $7. But if you go to St. Thomas, they're $8. And these are the pirates of the Caribbean. Welcome to the Daily Grind.
I was like, this one's long, and I don't know where it's going. And then it all, you are a storyteller, my friend.
Listen,
you
man,
are
anytime you can connect the Daily Grind to Johnny Depp and Jack Sparrow and the Pirates of the Caribbean, you do it.
Yeah, darn right. He's a little weird. I'm sure he would be on the show if he was
absolutely. He'd be sitting right up here next to Deadpool.
That's right. That's right. You know what? I bet Jack Sparrow would also have enjoyed the game last night. Let me tell you how my experience was listening to this win. I'll touch on it later when I get to my my Monday. But I ended up driving. I had to listen to the game, which is a totally different experience than watching the game. But tell you what comes across even when you're listening to the audio. Zach Edey is him. That comes across in aces and spades. Pick whichever cards you like. The Memphis Grizzlies beat the Sacramento Kings last night, 115-107. For those of you who missed the game, they won this game. They they had like 20 more rebounds than the Kings. They had like 20 more turnovers than the Kings. And they still managed to win this thing. And it was on the back of, well, maybe not solely on the back, but I mean,
yes, it was.
Start 32-17, positive 25 performance from Zach Edey. The great Zamboni, the Big Maple, pick your nickname. I mean,
Shaq
like
Edey, Shaquille O'Neal, the monster from up north, like the second coming of the Wendigo. You know, he's called Marcus Saul, the Wendigo, and this is the second coming of the Wendigo. I mean,
Zach Squatch.
Oh, I like that one. As a fellow Sasquatch, I like that one. I'm going to give you three names. Okay, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, and Dwight Howard are the other three players besides Zach Edey they're the last four to post a 30, 15, 3-block, and over 75% field goal percentage in a game. I'll do you one better. I'll give you one name. Zach Edey is the only player in NBA history to do that in under 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness. That's to say that's good company to be included in is a vast understatement.
But then he is in the company of one. Buddy, like I was told he was too slow. I was told his game wouldn't translate. I was told that he'd be played off the floor defensively. And I'll admit, here in front of all my friends, on draft night, I wasn't happy. But I put my head down. I did my homework. I did my research. And on the next day, the $2 was the first show after Zach Edey. I talked myself into it. Said, you know what? I'm all in on the big fella. Let's ride. but he's been even better than I thought he was going to be. And like Zach Kleiman told us last year that the teams are going to have to plan for Zach Edey. Now, we had coaching malpractice last year where some of y'all's coach wanted him to stand at the three-point line or sit next to him on the bench, which is just asinine. But now that Zach Edey is finally let loose, Luke, like, teams are going to have a problem with the big fella after, and it's not just one game. Like, I'm hyped. Last night was amazing. We're 5-1 since coming back, and the one game we've lost was he had a migraine. He got his head butt by Jokic.
Yep. And like, this is per cleaning the gap. I mean, just to continue on this impact that he's having, this is per cleaning the glass. How many games has he played in? 8 so far this year?
6, I think.
6. So, per cleaning the glass in 421 possessions, lineups with him on the floor are plus 25.9, which is the 99th percentile. That's
Buddy.
And I mean, the like most of that is with that Vince said Jalen Tripp Edey lineup, which is at almost 150 possessions. They're plus 261.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, you've got to scour these to find any sort of impactful lineup where he doesn't positively impact the floor. And it's amazing. And it's like, where like Coach Blast. Yes, Edward, which you shout out everybody in the comments. Thank you guys. Like, thank you. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. We had him in the corner, brother. And granted, I guess I should say the one positive of this is, I say positive, I looked at the odds this morning. Zach Edey, no, I don't want to put money on this just yet. He's slowly jumping up the ladder for most improved player, which is really, really interesting. So 5-3
since he came back. I did the one game again. He played 6 minutes against the Nuggets, and then we lost the first 2
when he was on
San Antonio when he was on minutes restrictions. But since he's been turned loose, we've been cooking.
Yep. He's what is this? 100. You put down $10, you're going to make $1,000 on him for most improved player. And if he keeps playing like this, like, there's just no need. Like, you might have Jalen Duren and Zach Edey in the top 2 most improved player, and those are 2 totally different takes on what a big is in this league.
And I love it, buddy, because you look at our stat line. We were 9 of 24 from 3. We're back in the mud where we belong.
Yeah,
we won because we won by 8. Like, this is Memphis Grizzlies basketball. Like, we can be cute, and there's going to be games where we're going to get shot out. Like, I understand today's NBA, the shooting threes, all that sort of stuff. But when you can get a guy that's going 75% from the field inside the paint, he was 16 of 20, 0 of 0 from 3-point, no 3D last night. 75% from the field gets you 32, and you still find a way to win by 8. Now, again, the Kings shot 8 for 27, or 30%. I do want to talk. We're celebrating now. I do have some thoughts here in a minute.
Let's slow down a little bit.
But like I said, man, like, we back in the mud where we belong. And Zach Edey is the franchise player right now? Question mark.
Right now. I mean, right now, I would remove that question mark. I currently.
And I'm not going to tell y'all I told you so, but I will say I informed you thusly.
I informed you. I like that. Let's talk about some of the things we didn't like, because when you concede 25 points off of 23 turnovers, you normally don't win that game. That's got to change. It's got to. It's just it's not. You're not going to keep winning games like that. Yeah. 9 of 24, you're not going to win games like that either.
Yeah, and we get lucky because we're playing a bad Kings team. I do want to talk about one more positive before we get into a couple more.
Give it to me. Sorry.
Coach Ja Morant.
Oh yes.
Like,
you sent me the video?
I don't think no. I think it was in the group chat though.
Yeah, in the group chat.
But like, seeing him be disengaged and want out of Memphis, and Ja's going to be traded, like the video of him and T.I. before the game, like dapping it up and like hugging each other. Yeah, I did send it in the group chat last night from shout out Grizzly Season and I think it was named here in a minute, who posts all the videos, but they were chopping it up, dabbed it up, patting each other on the back, laughing before the game. Sometimes you got to snatch that, you got to put somebody on a short leash in order to get them reined in before you can give them some slack again. And that's what it looks like is happening here. Ja was engaged. He was coaching Jaren coming off the floor. Like, he was meeting Cam Spencer at the time stripe, like talking him up. Like, Ja Morant is engaged in this basketball team and allegedly being reevaluated, I believe, today, at least sometime this week, but it's either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
And we could get an engaged Ja back if he's healthy. And that's dangerous.
And well, man, and it's so interesting too, because even someone who, like your casual viewer of the game, like Kyla, she was watching, she was able to watch the game last night. She didn't drive. And so like one, I love that she watches the game. It's just, it makes me feel really good. She's like, she called, like we called during halftime. She was like, isn't it weird? Like, why is Ja not playing? And I had to like give her the rundown of why Ja wasn't playing. And she was like, why?
Shout out Kyla.
Yeah, it was awesome. And she was like, man, I wish she was like, he does seem to be really involved, even though he's dressed in his sweats. They're really cute sweats, but I wish he was in his uniform. But Lord, is he engaged? And it's just so great to hear someone who really is kind of tuned out to all of it, just to still kind of know that, to see through the bullshit, pardon my French, like, and just be like, oh, he's clearly still a part of the team.
Yeah, for sure.
And from top to bottom, like you said, Coach Ja Morant. Like Coach Ja Morant hopefully turns into player coach, maybe not player.
Agreed.
Player
but I like to see that. I like to see Tripp stepping up in the fourth quarter when Ja is out. We can't call 12. Jaren struggled shooting the ball, especially early, but got downhill in the fourth quarter and once again took over a fourth quarter in back-to-back games now and basically carried us to victory in the fourth quarter. He did a lot. Again, Zach Edey was the reason we won that freaking basketball game. But Jaren in the fourth quarter really stepped up and played like Jaren, who we know. That dunk on Keegan Murray, where he tried to tear the rim off, was just aggressive Jaren. Back to the basket, got him back in the paint, looked more like himself again in the fourth quarter. It looks like he's kind of figured it out. The shot will start to fall. I did enjoy seeing my guy hoop last night in the fourth quarter.
And you said 2 games. It feels maybe, no, what day is it? No, you're right, too. I was going to say, has it been 3? It just feels like fourth quarter Jaren has been a real thing on this road trip. And, I mean, hopefully it continues to do so. Although I would like to see him maybe not wait until the fourth quarter. But what else don't you want to see? Like, I mean, we're talking about what you do want to see. Like,
so
that was
in a group chat. Yeah, Kenny popped off in a group chat last night talking about I'm kind of starting to like these hockey line rotations. I'm starting to like them.
Is that what Kenny sounds like to you?
And in my head, that's what Kenny sounds like. And I like what I'm seeing. It looks really good. But this has been against the Pelicans, the Clippers, and the Kings. I'm not trying to be a buzzkill because I love winning. I love winning, man. I hate losing. I'm hyper competitive. I don't want to lose. I want to see what this looks like against a real basketball team. Now that we're starting to get some momentum behind the system and the offense, because it's fun. And listen, buddy, I mean, they were early in the season last year. We were losing to the Nets and the Bulls before they were the Bulls of now. Yep. We were losing to bad basketball teams last year. So I'm grateful they were beating them. But before I give my stamp of approval, still, I need to see it work against a good basketball team because it has not yet. We are still winless against teams above 500 this year, and we are really stacking up wins against bad teams below 500.
Yep.
So if we go out Tuesday night in San Antonio and this hockey system works and, Edey plays less than 30 minutes again, you got Coward less than 30 minutes again. Kudos. Jaren did play 34 last night, and we needed all of them in the fourth quarter. But if it works against San Antonio, okay, I'll start believing. Then if it works on December 17th against Minnie, I'll believe it. Then December 22nd against OKC, if we're in the building with them, I'll start buying in. But I need to see it work against teams with a pulse.
And also,
this Kings team is awful.
Yeah, they're really bad. And boy, was it calling them a team feels generous, to be perfectly honest.
That's what I said. Like we played them last time, and the same last night. That's a good point. Look, it looks like 10 dudes just trying to play basketball. Like there is no cohesion. There's no team. There's no nothing.
Yeah, and it was
nothing.
It's gotten worse since we played them a week ago, and it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
I agree with you about the rotations. I also we've seen it work against bad teams. It'd be great to see it work against good teams. It would also be great to see it work with Ja Morant, because guys like Vince are playing really, really well in this system. But we're going to have this conversation tomorrow. I wanted to have it today, but I think it's worth a longer talk. Jaw's getting reevaluated today. What do these hockey rotations look like when everybody's back? Because I tell you what, Vince isn't going to be playing as much. Kim Spencer's probably not going to be playing as much, and those guys are playing really well right now. And it's just, we're going to cipher through that on a later episode. But like, give it to me
real quick. Sorry to interrupt.
Apologize. That's what we're here for.
If we want to talk about things that are working, don't look now. But Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has remembered how to shoot the basketball. He went 2 of 3 from 3 last night, 4 of 6 from the field for 13. Against the Clippers the other night, he was 4 of 7 from 3, 4 of 10 from the field. Like, I hope Kenny has turned it around because it's been a struggle, and I hate it because I've been championing him for a long time to be on this team. We finally get it, and we get the version that can't remember how to shoot. And so we're not out of the woods yet, but like you scroll back through his stat line, and like he's finally started. He had scored 10 on November 22nd, and then didn't score 10 again until 2 days ago against the Clippers, when he got 12 and then 13. Back-to-back double-figure games for the first time since October 31st and November the 2nd, both losses earlier in the season. But I hope he started turning around because we do need his vet presence on the court, and he just can't be unplayable. And the last couple nights, he's been better. This
version of KCP is worth keeping on the team, where he plays 15, 20 minutes, comes in and is efficient shooter.
Perfect.
It's perfect. I thought about bringing in a conversation where it was like, well, we were getting to the point already early in the season where it was like, okay, who do you package with him to get him out of here? Because that contract's tradable. I don't feel that strongly as much, because if he plays like this, it's exactly what we need.
I mean, that's it. Like, you could go trade for DeMar DeRozan or something who's going to command more points, command more ball stops. And
that's what I was going to talk about. You know things.
We don't need a muddier system. I like DeMar DeRozan. Like,
same.
If they called and said, "Hey, we'll take KCP, GG in a second," I'd probably do it. I'd need to pray about it, like Lane Kiffin.
What if it was Scottie Pippen Jr. and KCP?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to bring that to the table because I think that clears out the.
I would.
Yep, me same.
But I like Scottie Pippen Jr., but like Vince and Cam are kind of making him expendable. I love Scottie Pippen Jr., but like we'll talk about rotations and stuff like you said in a later show, because I've got some thoughts on a starting lineup and who should be the first 3 off the bench and all of that. But bringing it all the way back, Memphis Grizzlies got a much needed 3rd win in a row, buddy. We're going streaking, and not the good kind. I mean, the good kind, not the bad kind.
Not the bad.
We're going streaking, and need to continue that momentum against a Spurs team who is spicy. It's a team above 500, and we have struggled with them. We play them on Tuesday night.
Yep, and it's let's the Spurs team coming off a loss. Let's do the Ricky rewind.
Ricky rewind.
There were a bunch of games, decent amount of games. You got the Rockets beat the Jazz. Celtics beat the Cavs. I believe Pritchard put up like a 30 burger, maybe even a 40 burger, which is nuts. Knicks beat the Raptors. Hawks beat the Sixers on a freaking awesome Jalen Johnson game.
Oh my God, that kid's so good. In the preseason, Maggie and I went to that Hawks game, and I told her like that's going to be a dude in the league this year.
I really like that dude. I like the length that this Hawks team has. Thunder kept winning,
and Null has really become a player. Like, he's really elevating his game. I think he had 34 last night. Like, really taking a step up from just being that 3-and-D kind of guy. Yeah.
Yep. I love what I'm seeing there. You mentioned the Spurs. Timberwolves just beat them. And this is Ant's like 5th 30-point game in a row. Ant is coming on, and he's point Ant, as it were. And then you got the Lakers beat the Pelicans last night. I don't like when the Lakers and the Thunder are good, and so we do not need to talk about them.
Thunder is just so gross, man. Just watching SGA, it was highlighted a lot yesterday, but that little bump off, little foul that he got where he like jumped across the lane and threw the ball off the top of the backboard and got a foul.
And there's 4 guys nowhere near him with their arms out shrugging.
Him and Austin Reeves get the most diabolical whistles of all time, and it's gross. It really is. The NBA has a foul problem. SGA is a good player. He doesn't need to do all this crap. The way he flops and flails and throws himself down. And then like guys like Ant and Ja who don't do that don't get the calls because EBA refs blow the whistle when you hit the deck, and when you're an ethical hooper, you're not going to get the calls that unethical hoopers like SGA and Austin Reeves gets.
Yep. Well said, my friend. I just don't like watching them play basketball.
It's just gross. It's
just
what are
gross.
you doing to the game I love?
What do you do it to that? Well said. Let's take a really quick break. That's enough basketball talk for now. When we get back, boy, howdy, do we have to see how everybody's feeling after this weekend. Because,
I can tell you what, delusion is at an all-time high in one particular fan base.
We will be right back after this break.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
That has been my biggest gripe through this whole thing. Who in their right mind would let you do this?
Nobody.
Yeah.
This is
Nobody.
This is a non-starter. This is an absolute non-starter. And for all the blowhards at ESPN who got their morning memo and script from Jimmy Sexton and CAA Saturday morning, and to talk about how Lane deserved
He deserves to be.
able to coach his team in a potential SEC championship game in the playoff is beyond me. Nick Saban, the number one, the greatest college football coach of all time, once fired Lane Kiffin for split allegiances before a national championship game, and he goes on ESPN and says that Ole Miss owes Lane Kiffin. Like, this is just the most bass-ackwards thing I've ever heard in my life. And forgive me for not having any sympathy at all. I don't care. This calendar sucks. I don't care. You're making $9 million and we've offered you $13 million a year. We are in the 11-1, buddy. 11-1.
On the inside track to
and you're
host
going to
a
play the
playoff
victim
game.
because you can't leave?
Yeah.
Tune into the Two Buck Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
On Reggie with Grade A Pest Control, we service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem.
Welcome back to the Daily Grind, where we are proudly presented by Grade A Pest Services. You just saw them. They are great. We've been saying this every episode, but it's so true right now. It's cold. It's getting colder. Creepy crawlies coming in. Get them out. You don't want them in. It's awful. Don't want any critters unless they're the ratatouille on your head making you do stuff. That's the only good rat. We don't want any other creepy crawlies. Otherwise, get them out of here.
I just took a sip of coffee, man.
Sorry.
You go get a
Sorry.
spit take.
I'm
back
sorry.
here.
I wasn't. I'm sorry. We are also presented by Mug Shots Bar and Grill. They are great. One of the best burgers in the city. They put peanut butter on it.
10 out of 10.
Craziness. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Who doesn't like peanut butter? We are also presented by Grind City Brewing. They are great. We had a great watch party there on Friday for the Egg Bowl, which we will get to in just a second. We are also presented by Trilogy Tattoo. They're great. And last but not least, we are presented by FanDuel Sports Book. Yeah. And it was a pretty intense weekend.
Yeah.
To say it.
It was.
So I just want to ask, how you feeling, buddy? How's everybody feeling?
Yeah.
Because I actually should probably text Drew. I haven't. There he is. I see him in the Hi, buddy. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Yeah.
after the
So,
rivalry week?
The Mississippi State was who I thought we were. We're terrible defensively. Couldn't stop a nosebleed. Ole Miss could have scored 100 if they wanted to. We weren't stopping anybody. The fact that Coleman Huxler, our defensive coordinator, who was a former special teams coordinator in Alabama, is still employed by the greatest university in the land is wild to me. We went from the 119th ranked defense to the 99th ranked defense, and we're still just as bad. Like, it just wasn't like there's just been not a lot of movement on the defensive side of the ball, and that showed. So hats off to Ole Miss. You got a massive win, only to take an L over the weekend. Now, they rid themselves of some nasty garbage. Lane Kiffin is toxic. He's going to have a toxic breakup everywhere he goes. Look at Tennessee. Look at USC. Look at the Raiders. Look at Alabama. Now look at, Ole Miss. There's a common denominator here as to these breakups going sour and being ugly, and it's one Lane Kiffin. It's going to happen at LSU. He might get tarmacked again, or it's going to be an ugly breakup. But the delusion in Ole Miss fan bases to think that Pete Golding, a defensive coordinator with no head coaching experience, is going to be able to step in and continue the momentum that Lane Kiffin, one of the greatest college football coaches that we have right now, from an X's and O's recruiting NIL standpoint, for sure. We're not talking about the character of the man. We're talking about the on-field results, is wild to me. The spins and mental gymnastics that, like, I'm sorry, but like, I understand you have to make him a coach quickly, put an interim tag on him so that you can coach in the playoffs. I get that, but it was a knee-jerk reaction to make him the long-term coach. And I think that I think the likelihood of him being a Marcus Freeman that takes over as a defensive coordinator is lower than if you had tried the field and just seen what was out there, because like a ready-made playoff team, top 5 team in the country, likely at first, if not a second round playoff team this year, any coach just about would have listened to a phone call from Ole Miss. And so you missed the beginning of the transfer portal. You're not like hedging your future on like possible playoff success, even at a minimum playoff success, is weird to me. But the mental gymnastics out of Oxford, Mississippi are wild.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
This is, from a third party person who I'm not Tennessee fan.
To be fair, I do hate, just for the record, I hate those dudes. So that's also part of it.
Just took belt to ass from Diego Pavia. Like,
buddy, Vanderbilt made y'all quit.
We don't got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin's made mattresses burn in Neyland.
Yeah.
I just didn't think this made much sense when you have teams like Memphis doing a national search. I just would have liked to have seen it. Just seemed really weird to me. I hope the delusions are. I'm with you. I hope everybody's okay. This conversation has been talked about, so I don't want to like beat it with a dead horse.
I've seen a lot of because John Summerall is leaving Tulane to go to Florida, and Tulane is letting him coach in the playoffs. But this is apples and oranges. This is not the same. He's taking a step up from G5 to a Power 4 team, different conference. They don't play. You're literally Lane Kiffin is going from Ole Miss to LSU, a conference foe, threatening to poach players and coaches to go to a conference foe. It is not the same. He does absolutely has no business coaching in the playoffs.
I agree with you. It's incredibly different. I'm glad you said that. There's a Monday Night Football game tonight that we're going to talk about really quickly, and I mean really quick because which belt to ass. New England might just belt to ass this one. They're playing the Giants. They're third money line minus 370 on FanDuel. They're getting 7.5. I hope this is a high scoring game for fantasy implications. Otherwise, I could care less.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it. We're going to do a daily dose of It's a Trap for this game. It's a Trap. Named after Black Bar. Sponsored by FanDuel. Our guy. Can you imagine? He would be rolling over in his grave watching Lane Kiffin do this. I
just see him standing on the tarmac watching Lane Kiffin get on the plane, just being sad, just like.
Yep. Oh my God. I have a friend that's really good at AI. I'm going to have him do this for me. All right. So I'm going to give you 3 bets from FanDuel. You tell me which one is a trap. To score 2+ touchdowns tonight. Is it A, Ramondre Stevenson plus 550? B, Stephon Diggs plus 800? Or C, Hunter Henry plus 1,700?
Oh, I've been overthinking these, and so I'm just going to go with my gut and see if that changes my losing ways. I'm going to go Hunter Henry plus 1,700. I feel like that should be a little bit higher.
It did not change your losing weight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You went on vacation.
I got to change my underwear. I got to do something to get off the snide here.
You went on vacation and all went to hell. So I agree with you. I've got Hunter Henry in fantasy. I think those should be higher. Stephon Diggs plus 800 and Hunter Henry plus 1,700. I didn't say Travion Henderson. He is the favorite. Ramondre is. I'm sorry. Sense. I'm really sorry.
No, sorry. You got me, man. Straight up. Well done.
Hey.
I will get off the snide, though. It's coming.
Yeah, you will. I believe you.
Call me Jaron because I've got the yips. Absolutely.
Really quick before we get out here, it's Mondays and therefore lasagna. How was your weekend?
It was great, man. Really good, quiet, low-key weekend. Watched a ton of TV that we'll talk about on Tube and Tuesday tomorrow.
Keep your mouth shut.
Have you watched it yet?
Today. That's my goal today. Okay. I get home from work. I've canceled my plans for tonight. I've literally canceled.
All I want to say is just watch it. Just watch it. We'll discuss tomorrow. Yeah. Great low-key weekend. Had some really good food. The show on Friday was awesome. Just a great holiday weekend with family. It was really good. Yesterday was a ton of downtime. It was super nice. So great weekend all around. And I'm kind of like you, man. Like after a weekend like that with my favorite lady, lounging around, eat a ton of good food, I really don't have a Monday other than my yips on It's a Trap.
Yeah, my Monday was a drive that normally is 4 hours. Took me 8 yesterday. Thanks, Thanksgiving traffic. You can suck it. That's going to do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you, FanDuel. Thank you, Trilogy Tattoo. Thank you, Mugshots. Thank you, Grade A Pest Services. If I'm forgetting one, I'm sorry. Tune in for the $2 sports show today at 11. And then we will have Sane at 1. Thank you all so much. And if we can leave you with anything today at all, remember these 2 things. Number 1, be a little weird, like Deadpool, like us. And 2, remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Appreciate you all.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.